Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Slash Camp. Almir Miel here, and you might notice something on my head, and it's completely different than what's been on my head every other time I've had a headset on. Yeah, it's been official. My World of Warcraft Sound Blaster headset has finally bit the dust. Like, there's no reviving it. No CPR, no resuscitation, no paddles, no nothing is going to bring it back. I actually don't know exactly what happened to it, but I went to put it on the one day, and I was just like, this loud screeching in my ears. I can't. And then it just, like, you know that noise you get with Windows that, like, you unplug something and it's like, doo-doo. And then you plug something in and it's like, doo-doo! Well, it kept doing that over and over and over and over again, so obviously there was, like, some sort of loose connection. So I was, like, fiddling with every single cord in the headset, and I was just like, no, it officially died. But, oh well. I didn't really need it anymore, seeing that I got this beautiful thing right here. But it's still sad, though, that I've spent, like, $120 for it, and it's dead. I learned my lesson 100%. These are like $9 piece of shit headphones from like Walmart. They have like a weird feedback to them, but it's still a lot better than dealing with the high-pitched buzzy noise that was in my head for the other set. So I was just like, I'll just put music on in the background, and I will never notice the weird like fuzzy noise. But yeah. So today's one of those days where I feel like I should go to bed, but it's only 9:30 in the morning. I got a whopping 2 hours of sleep tonight. That was amazing. Yeah. And actually the last time I was like, hey, I'm gonna stay up all day, and then I ended up, like, literally crashing out as soon as the video was done. Yeah. I'm like, I have my can of Coke. Yeah, surprisingly, it's not Pepsi this time. I ran out of Pepsi. And there was a case of Coke left over from, like, my New Year's Eve party that I had. So I was just like, I'm drinking Coke. But, it's okay. It's not too bad. My stomach's not yelling at me quite yet. But it'll happen. Don't worry. It'll happen. And, my roses are still, up and about. They kind of bloomed a little bit, and then they were just like, yeah, no. So, it's unfortunate, but they're already starting to, like, wilt a little bit, and I'm just like, but I just had you. I just got you so recently. But unfortunately, that's what happens with flowers. Unless you get, like, fake ones. But they don't smell nearly as nice. But I think I'm going to probably hang up a couple of them. I don't want to hang up, like, all of them, because then it'd just be ridiculous to have, like, a crap ton of dead roses. But I'll hang up probably a couple of them, let them dry out. Keep one or two. That'll be nice. But yeah. Just kind of collecting my thoughts for a second, because I'm like, what have I done? Actually, not as good. Nowhere near as good. Actually, I started playing Long Live the Queen, which is absolutely hilarious. I was watching, like, so many Let's Plays of it that I was like, look, I need to jump on this bandwagon and just start playing it. So I broke down, I bought it, and was like, yeah, I'm gonna be the best queen ever. And then it just didn't work, and I died, and I was like, what? It, like, blindsided me. I'm like, I had everything else fine. I did this and I did that and it was great, and I managed to like avoid all this stuff, and then suddenly it was the damn box of chocolates. I was like, no. No, not the box of chocolates. But I don't know. I started making like a log and like writing down like everything that, like, which checks need to be made. And then I'm like, isn't that a little cheating? And then I'm like, no, not really, because eventually when you play the game enough, it's the same scenarios to start out with. You just get different like kind of paths as you go along, depending on what you do. So I was like, I'm just gonna write a log, and then like after playing and dying like 5 times, I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, remember that log I had? I'm gonna utilize it here. But, and actually when I wasn't playing that, I was playing Deadpool, the new Deadpool game. I got like probably an hour in, and I got to like where you have to take down a helicopter, and was like, what? How am I supposed to take down this helicopter? And I'm like, I tried for like 15 minutes, because like the checkpoint was like right there, and it was like, helicopter, you must take down this helicopter. And I'm like, how? Like, I haven't quite broken down and been like, I'm just gonna check on YouTube. Actually, I don't need this headset anymore. I'm just gonna... But I'm like, I think I'm gonna break down and like look on YouTube and be like, how to take down helicopter in Deadpool game. Because it's literally baffling me. I'm just like, okay, guys. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much like what I've been doing. Monday. Oh dear God. So Monday was amusing. And I'm like, do I want to confess this? Do I not want to confess this? So Monday I ended up like, okay, so I had like a really rough weekend. And then Sunday was like my stress relief day. And so I didn't like sleep at all Sunday night going into Monday morning. And like Saturday to Sunday, I think I got like 45 minutes of sleep. And I was just like, this isn't gonna do it. And I was like really tired, but still like my brain was going 1,000 miles per minute. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do the classic trick of like taking Benadryl. And unfortunately for me, I was like, I'm gonna take 2. Yeah. And I ended up taking 2 Benadryl and literally slept 21 hours. I was just out. And apparently I'd like been texting a couple of my friends and been like, yeah, they'd be like, oh, are you awake? And I'd be like, I guess it was like coherent enough to like pick up my phone and be like, yeah, what's going on? And then I was just like, as soon as they stopped talking, I just went back to sleep. And I do not remember it at all. So when I finally became conscious, I was going through my phone and just reading everything that I wrote and was like, man, I was so out of it. It was sad, really sad, but my Monday just did not exist. I slept completely straight through Monday. And then Tuesday felt like Monday because I was just like, holy hell, like, what is going on? But, and now it's Wednesday. And I have today to pretty much do absolutely nothing. Yay! Which is good because it's also like negative 7 degrees outside. Or something like that. I swear. I actually have 4 layers on right now. I have like undershirt with an overcoat with my hoodie with my house coat on. And I have 2 pairs of pajama pants on. Yeah. I did have the moose hat on earlier, but it just got like too hot and then too much to deal with on my head with trying to put the headset on. Too much. Far too much. But I'm at least warm. And that's all that matters because like it's freezing cold outside. Frickin' freezing. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Again, another, like, computer update. So everything's pretty much, like, in and ready and set. And actually, my IT guy is like, I'll boot it up for you. I'll start running it for you, make sure everything's fine before, like, it comes to you. And then he's like, so I'll make sure it is, like, 100% working. You have every, like, virus scanner program that you could ever need, any ad blocks, like, whole 9 yards. So I'm like, okay, this works. And I'm getting lights, like LED, like neon green lights to match my keyboard and mouse. It's the Razer lights. So I'm gonna have to change, like, everything to, like, a green background of some sort, because, like, right now I have the TARDIS as my background, and so, like, everything's clashing. I have, like, green keyboard and mouse, I have the blue tower, and then the monitors are blue, so I'm like, I'm just gonna color coordinate everything. But yeah, so I'll have my old computer, which I'm gonna run, like, as just, like, random data, media, stuff like that, and then I'll have the new computer, which is gonna be my video games and my streaming. It's gonna be awesome. 100% awesome. So, yeah, I have to wait for the, it's okay to come get your computer now, everything is perfectly fine. So, I'm just waiting on that phone call. And then it'll be home. It's like bringing a kid home from, like, the hospital. You're like, oh my god, I need to set up everything. Everything needs to be in its place. So excited. But, yep. So, my plan today is to pretty much, like, catch up on a few things. I have a lot of housework to do, actually. Before I started, like, this video, I had all these clothes just piled up. And I'm like, I need to do something about that. I was like, they can't be in my frame. So I just kind of, like, scooted them under my desk and was like, oh, I'll deal with them later. So I need to go do laundry, vacuum the house a bit. Rogue's doing better. Surprisingly, though, she's still having, like, issues. She didn't quite get off her spunk back, and unfortunately, she's now, like, she has an overactive bladder, and when she went to the vet, I was told that she had, like, not quite a blockage in her bladder, but she's, like, having a lot of issues with it, and she's, like, has, like, kidney stones. And so it's a very tricky thing. And they completely, like, they cathetered her. Blah, 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 blah. They put a catheter in her. There we go. And drained everything. And now, because of that, she doesn't let you know, hey, I need to go out. She just kind of goes in the corner and does her business. So I have a lot of cleaning to do just based on that, because I'm like, I need to get on my hands and knees and scrub these carpets. Like, the whole bedroom where her crate is just reeks. It reeks. So that's something I need to do today before it gets any worse. But she does have another checkup, so I'll take her in, see how they think that she's doing. Hopefully she doesn't really need surgery, but keep my fingers crossed. But yeah, that's what my day is going to entail for right now. I'll try and get a couple hours of sleep in. Try not to ruin my sleep schedule, because I do start back to work tomorrow. And I don't want to be like, I'm going to go to bed now and then wake up and then, like, I have to be up all day and go to work. No. So, I'm going to see what I can get done today. But hopefully you guys had a good weekend, and I shall talk to you again later. Bye-bye. Button, where are you, Button? You are hidden. Ah, there you are. Bye-bye.